Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a very special video that talks about the structure of the channel. Please get involved in the comment section because I'll be looking at everybody's feedback and as well responding to people about the changes that I'm going to put forward with this channel. But you don't have to worry, it's all positive changes and there will be loads of different things that I will need to get your opinion on in order to take this channel to the next level and also see things dramatically improve. So let's get into it. First thing is Marvel Contest of Champions news. Now this is something that's got to improve from a graphics standpoint and also an intro. Now, I need to make that next step to have something designed for me that is more than my capabilities as an editor, and especially something that pops and looks good from the intro right the way through to changing the soundtrack of the particular news piece. Either way, I like the way that it's delivered, but I feel that I could get stuff like this changed and make it look really decent. So that's one big change that I'm going to put forward in 2020. And as you know, MCOC is the backbone of this channel and will always continue to be. But one thing I've not had enough time to do is make continued guides on things that, well, a lot of players and a lot of people have come to my channel and asked, could you do a guide on this or this? And I will get round to it, and I do plan to put this out in the first 2 weeks of December, which is all of these guides here. But obviously do bear in mind that when I'm making these videos, I'm putting anything between 5 to 6 hours of video, which is just not extra time I have, especially being a channel that covers a lot of news that's breaking within the community. So I'm trying my best, and I really intend to get these guides out by the end of the year and just say, there you go, these are up to date with the current meta of the game. But yes, rest assured I am working my darndest to try and make sure I get these videos done. Even a case of working extra hours than I normally do in order to achieve this, and also not streaming when I wanted to stream, and also trying to balance in time spending with M and family members. So I am committed, but obviously it is a case I am working as hard as possible. And working hard is very important, especially what I plan for the end of 2019 and starting 2020, because there is a lot more that I wanted to do this year. But YouTube and the algorithm have really kind of messed me over, and as a result I've had to make a few changes. But now I'm at a point of kind of letting you know what the changes are going to be going into 2020. And obviously, like I said, I want your feedback because this is a channel that you help build as well. So it's important to have that level of feedback. So let's discuss what I'm trying to do in 2020. So here it is, my 2020 roadmap, and I'll take you through the left-hand side with the RichTheMan channel and then the RichTheMan 2 channel in a moment, because it's very important you do listen to this and understand what's coming on, but also I do want your feedback in the comment section. So Marvel Contest of Champions is always the backbone of this channel and will continue to be. Realm of Legends seems like a good fit in any case to cover in 2020. I've got loads of ideas, by the way, to end off 2019 with MCOC with a great high. Indie games. I know people are a bit kind of like weirded out why I cover indie games from time to time, and the reason behind that is that I need to look at trying to pay my bills. In September I made £200 less to cover my bills, and it was only through doing those indie games that I was able to actually pay my bills that month. So it is a bit scary at times, and it is important that I do look at things like sponsorships and as well of like other things. By the way, support my Patreon memberships. You know, thank you very much to Patreon and sponsorships and memberships, because it does really help out the channel. And indie games, you know, that's something that I need to cover ongoing until things balance out. Then I can ship it over to the RichTheMan channel too. So also, Marvel Powers United. I started the series on the channel and I'm going to finish it on the channel. It'd be pretty stupid if I started a series and go, do you know what, well, the second section's now going to be on the other channel. I'd rather go, let's at least finish it off. I've started it, I'm getting close to finishing it, and I will finish it. The final thing with the main channel that's really associated, and that is New York Comic Con. You know, I do need to get there next year because it was an amazing experience, and I'll be working hard with my content, but also if anybody wants to help support, I'll probably do another donation ticker. But I've got to do a full video of that, which I'll do at the end of the year. It's just going to take a little while to do that. In the middle, you've got two games, Marvel Super War and DC. Now, there's no great DC game announced for next year, but there is rumour that Injustice 3 is coming out and another Arkham game. There's also a third idea of a game, which again, I may decide to put main channel, but more than likely will go into a second channel. And I do want to play a DC game because Batman is one of my first and favourite comic book character. Marvel Super War seems like it fits into the type of game that I've covered in the past with Dungeon Hunter Champions and Raid Shadow Legends, so I may decide to cover that one, but I don't know. I'm not overly won over by the game just yet, but still it may be something I do want to cover. Second channel is where things get a little bit more complicated. So people that don't understand YouTube algorithms and things like that, it means that I haven't been able to live stream on the main channel because it dramatically affects video performance. And some of the videos that have done very well this year wouldn't have done very well in the last couple of months if I was live streaming on the RichTheMan channel, because it's all about sending out notifications and other things like that. But the fact is, I'm probably going to use the RichTheMan 2 channel to live stream MCOC content in the future. And I will cover Twitch in a moment. Also, we've got Iron Man VR coming out and my VR games in general. That is, again, something that I want to see on the second channel in the future. But at the moment, with sponsored content, indie games, and as well finishing off the Marvel Powers United VR series, it is better that it goes onto the second channel when it comes to the new year. And especially I want to cover Iron Man VR, which is a PS4 game. Also, the Avengers game. I'm not quite sure if that really fits into the scheme of things to be on the main channel or it should be on the second channel. The first channel's got this kind of like mobile game, indie game vibe to it, and that's fine to keep that way. But when it comes to a game that's very much, I'm probably going to get on PC rather than getting it on PS4. And the reason behind that is I think the graphics are going to pop a lot more when it comes to my PC covering it than it would do with a console. But I may change that, I'm not quite sure. In any case, gets us to the final thing about the RichTheMan 2 channel, or it gets us to the final thing about what's coming on next year. As you know, if you watched the video on Sunday, that I covered something about a podcast. And the podcast is going to be something that myself and Frontline MCOC, Dan, are going to do in the new year. We're still working out structure, but we're both very busy with our own different kinds of projects. But we're just trying to get an idea of structure, days of the week that we're going to do it, and also how we're going to do it. I've got this idea that we'll use the Twitch channel as we'll do it out live through that, and then upload the video clips as well as the full scheme of it either on the RichTheMan 2 channel or it will be on the main channel. But I'm still toying around with that idea. But obviously this leads it back to you guys. It's all about feedback and your thoughts on some of the things that are discussed. Do bear in mind a lot of this stuff is put together because of algorithm switches and changes and stuff going on that isn't really in my hands of control. Like, I'd love to say that every video was performing fantastically, but it just isn't. There's key days of the week that I can only upload because they'll get decent performance, and other days where it doesn't perform as well. But that is just how it goes, and I have to benchmark and switch my content around based on the age of my channel. Modern channels don't have this problem, but the age of my channel is very much problematic for doing things like live streaming and uploading on certain days to get maximum performance. But that's just life, and I do it with a smile. And obviously a full-time YouTuber it's like, it comes with its own stresses, but at the same time it comes with some rewards to it. And obviously that reward is having you guys to help out and kind of grow the channel as well. The final thing to say is that, yeah, get involved with the comment section. Do bear in mind, don't put play this game and you'll get loads of views. It just doesn't work that way. I know some people have said that to me in the past. Like, if you cover Fortnite, you get loads of views. And it's like, that's just not how YouTube works. Also with MCOC, I can't undermine my integrity by producing videos that are not edited well. And that's just the thing. Like, I know that other people will just kind of like put on a camera and play the game and just record it as a video with it just not having any transitions, clips over the top of it, and kind of cutting together of things. And it's just, I just can't do that. I just don't think that's very much me, and that is largely the reason that things take a lot longer for me to produce. And it's just how I roll on it. I'm not going to change that. I'm going to make sure that I edit well together with stuff, and the video hopefully will be visually nice for you to look at as well. But yeah, that's just my take on things. Thanks again for supporting the channel, and obviously links to help support are in the description below. And yeah, I'll speak to you in the comment section. Bye bye for now.